All right. Well, it is unexpected. Didn't really think I was going to be doing this at 1:30, but I can't sleep. So we're going to go ahead and roll for it here. So at home against Ohio State, top 10 matchup, a chance for us to show a little something here. I mean, we didn't look great in that first game. I don't care that we won. We only won by 7. We were pretty, again, just disappointing if I were to be completely honest about it. And I know that Boise State team is supposed to be really good, or at least they're building to be really good. Um, but damn, man, I'm definitely surprised, man. I mean, they're mid 70s, sure, but I expected something more, or a little less actually out of them than that game than we got. So we've got some changes to make. Certainly, I gotta actually go in and deal with this depth chart because I do not have a good read one way or the other about it. Or well, I do have a good read about it, and the good read is going to be the Marquise Quick is just going to be our running back, our full time back, and if we need a breather for him, that's when we'll go to somebody else. But I didn't like what I saw from anybody else at the running back position. Quick was good, arguably could be a Heisman candidate for us, which is really solid. So there wasn't much move from week 1 to week 2. Everybody, as far as I'm aware, everybody won in week 1, which is, or well, all but one got a win in week 1 in terms of users. Um, being Boston College taking the loss. So he'll carry on forward there, and we'll carry forward. We're gonna go see what we can do and move forward. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into this thing. We're gonna go full blackout. I say with their classic look, no reason not to. Let's get into it.
A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we
Also, why is
see
this
a
not game of the
rematch
week?
from last year's
A
final,
top 10 matchup.
Ohio
The
State
national
Buckeyes
champions
taking on
facing
last year's
the
national champion, the Cincinnati Bearcats.
fuck that.
NBA
But
Sports College
you know what
Football,
I'm
I'm
saying.
Jesse Davis,
Come
joined
on,
here,
man.
as always, by
Come on.
David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Let's get this thing, man. At home, big time matchup, man. I think this is the first time we played Ohio State in this dynasty, so this is a real
Away first.
chance for us to do some damage here.
On the move from inside his
Monroe's going to get the return here and
just never
not
had a
do
chance to
much,
dig
but it
in
is what it
as
is.
he'll be brought down at the 24. The
Not, it doesn't
Bearcats
change much. I mean, it's 1 yard difference, but here we
Now
are,
this
98
is
speed. Delvin
matchup
Merrick, we
number
got to
one
pay
between
attention to him. Carl
Ohio
Kuma
and
on the other
State.
side for
You
us.
have two
We're going
guys
to be
on
paying
either
big
side,
attention
Jesse.
to what he
Wondering
does
if
in
or
this game.
if the secondary's nervous.
They should.
This past
Because
game
this
never really got
defense
going
has
last
two
week.
top
Felt
offensive
like we
linemen.
just
They got
were
you
behind,
pretty
behind
dynamic
schedule, really
individuals
everywhere,
playing on each offense. And
especially early in the
hopefully
game.
they'll
The
keep
game
this
went
going.
on, the second half went on, and we kind of felt good, but beyond that, things weren't great. But there's Marquise Quick getting the first touch, really, right away. And that's kind of the move we're going to be looking for. We're going to try to continue to get him involved because he was great last week. Over 200 yards of total offense. And his scrimmage yardage was what we needed there. There's Walt Trainer getting a good little carry there. 7 yards.
39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down.
He's a good catch by Ford.
Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you
That's a
get
good
a
little
chance to
move
see
from Quick.
who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Fired in there, but incomplete.
This was the issue last week, too. Walt Trainer missing just missing bad too on some of these throws.
Behind the chains now on
Had a man
second
open
and
too,
long.
and you just can't let that happen.
The give out of the gun.
There's Quick,
And he's able to bounce off
close to a first down.
a solid pickup.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job.
3rd and 1. Are they gonna know that we're running the ball here?
Come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to
Well, it's
convert.
Billings,
Just
and
nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd.
why? Why would it do that?
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running
There you
back.
go, Quick, first down.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it,
There you go. Well,
it's
that
gonna
way to
drive away
get rid of that, I can't believe we did.
play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second
See if we can
down.
do something here.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to
Oh my goodness. Dude, we've got to be better.
Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
We've got to be better. I just don't understand, man. I feel like
Team onto the field.
we don't have any problems getting open sometimes than we do in other games, and this is just not the game for it.
Punt goes out of bounds.
Oh well.
Really nice
Can't do
job
nothing about it.
as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Buckeyes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Oh, good play.
Excellent
Good
coverage.
play. I don't know if that was going to get picked or not, but
Back it away.
we'll take the
And
play.
this tight end, he's a weapon. We've seen it, right? He can get downfield. He can make plays vertically in the passing game. So this defense was aware of that. Nice job in coverage. Swatting
Nah.
that one away.
Let's go cover 3 here.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the
You better
first
check
down.
his chin strap, man. My God.
Buckeyes come to the
What a
line
hit.
with a new set of downs.
Really, what a stiff arm. It wasn't so much of anything else.
Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
He caught that, though? Are we serious?
Minimal gain there,
All right.
still a bit short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
And man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing.
Nobody, my ass, bro. He's right there. He just didn't have a chance to get a hand up. It's a great throw.
Looking downfield on
So
first.
this game's gonna fucking lie.
He's got his man. Makes the
At least be
grab.
close.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Dude, I don't fucking get cover 3 match, dude. Cover 3 match. You're supposed to have somebody right over the middle, right over the top, and we don't. We are a weak football team, man. You gotta be where you're supposed to be. I just don't understand what in their right mind thinks that you leave that assignment. I just don't get it. I can have a whole team of 80 plus awareness players and have the same problem every time. There we go.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line.
There we go.
Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Now the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Ohio State. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Looking for a crease. It's quick.
There you go, quick. All right.
Across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bearcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. They go to the wide receiver screen.
We just can't. I mean, I don't understand where like our speed just doesn't click in the game. Because this is a team full of 90 plus speed receivers, and I can't get anybody to pull any distance
The Bearcats are
in a one-on-one situation.
convert on 3rd and short.
And now, obviously, that screen pass is whatever, but it's just frustrating that we can't get any separation other than something underneath. I've been having such a hard time this entire game cycle to figure out how to do this.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can
Just catch the damn ball because it's across the field like that.
What a weapon.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch.
This game and their blocking assignments, they suck. Every one of them.
The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little...
In no world will an offensive lineman leave an edge rusher like that. Leave an edge player. Especially on the side they're running to. That just doesn't happen. You're fucking lazy, game. Just absolutely ridiculous.
It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. They punted away on 4th down. He's got it, and he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field.
Just can't believe it.
Drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the back.
This is the exact same way the last game started. We can't get out of a hole if we're playing this team like this. I mean, we just can't. There you go, Martineau. We'd make the tackle in open space. That's all we can ask right now. There we go. Way to knock it away. We can't play from behind, man. Like not 2 scores behind like we had to last time.
Trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
We're not blocking.
From the gun, wants to pass.
There we go, Walt. First down.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Now, on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down.
I just don't know what to really expect here. I mean, that's got to be a catch. There we go. Kuma, touchdown. Deep ball, finally. And that's what we should have been expecting from Walt Trainer all season. All season. We played 1 game. Shut the hell up, dude. Anyways, but we still expected it. We didn't get it all last week, so that's a good sign. Two minutes to go here in the half, and it feels like that was just a big time play. Maybe not as big of a play, but I mean the possession as a whole was tremendous. I mean for what the outcome of this game could be. So there you go. Terrence Witten playing some ball here. Timeout.
The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Let's go.
It's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got his man down the middle.
And somebody breathed on one of my receivers, and they dropped one of those in this game. But, man, we can't even get the animation to work.
They'll keep it on the ground. Still on his feet.
Even there, I can't get a funky animation, huh?
Obviously, the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
There we go.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Dude, I'm so fed up with that. That's my best corner, and he just not only did he essentially get just lit up. Stop changing players. Oh my god, stop changing players. This shit is seriously getting irritating. That's my best corner, and he didn't really get beat. I'm not gonna say beat. But like, how in the world? All right, 5 seconds left. Okay.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed and a missed opportunity.
Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he
We're not
goes.
blocking for
That'll
shit either.
bring us to the
I'll
end
tell
of
you
the
that.
first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Bearcats will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee.
Man, it's nice to go into this game tied. It feels like, or go into the second half tied. It feels like that
First drive of the second half.
was what we need to do, is hang around a little bit.
Type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Just hang around a little bit, do what needs to be
A
done,
little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process, and now once you get in the second half, who's going to get
and then get in position here.
take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out.
Dude, they catch everything.
Got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I don't know that we've forced the ball out all year long.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of
I just don't.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper.
There we go.
Gonna lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Even the things we do right
Fresh set of downs.
don't end up going right.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Shows him the stiff arm.
I mean, I felt like I played that right. We still didn't get anything going.
And they'll have it at the 16. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running back searching for a hole.
Stood up. Let's go.
Running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now with the positive play, you're setting up third and inches. And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create
And because he tried to turn there.
Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Let's go. Come
I
on.
don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt.
They'll make it. They'll take the lead back. It's okay.
Right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead. And let's check
Man.
in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up 14 over the Red Hawks of Miami. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect.
Doesn't really change much.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right?
2 fumbles in the last 2 seasons, and we get 1 here in this game. That's awesome.
That head right in that guy's chest and calls it a fumble.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I have a feeling we were gonna end up taking a loss in this one. I just don't think we're good enough. I really don't.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
I really struggle to see how this team's a 95 overall team. I just don't get it. I mean, this team is awful. I mean, we can't get open on offense in the passing game. We're getting whatever the hell that play is on the other side.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock.
Things just aren't really going our way here. That's unfortunate. It is what it is, but
Call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got his man quickly.
we're just not good enough. I'm not good enough, first off, but we're not good enough in any other regard either. This team is really bad. It's not pretty.
One more onto that lead.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job.
It's not good at all, actually.
Now turn receiver in space and let him do damage. Let him catch the football.
I don't really know how we're going to do anything differently. I thought this offense was going to work for what we are and who we are, but it doesn't. It doesn't work at all, and I feel like I don't feel like I can trust going back to any other side of things either, because that wasn't even good. Like, we just aren't good. Plain and simple. We aren't good.
Their own 23.
And I really don't know. I just don't know where things went wrong here, man. I feel like I did a lot of good things. I feel like the recruiting's been good. The team's been good. And it just feels like things are starting to kind of... It couldn't stay great forever. It couldn't stay natty good forever. That's for sure. But, damn.
Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work in the final.
I just want to feel like something we're going to do could mean something in this game. And I don't know that it really has much
To the air on
meaning to do much of anything right now. I mean, we don't have it.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. It's complete on the
Hey, got it. That's fine.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Lewis.
There's Lewis getting a good play.
The sticks as he picks up the first down. The Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Now from inside the red zone. Pucks it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first
I
down.
mean, we block like shit. I don't know what else to say about this team right now.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes.
I just can't believe how bad things look right now. They just look terrible.
Within a touchdown, 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they
Had so much confidence, man, and what this team could turn into.
drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Tries to do it himself on the draw.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback.
This guy's just obnoxious, man.
Athlete that I can give the ball because
It means he's good, but he is fucking annoying.
coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single
Truly, what they do is just annoying. This is so frustrating to face right now.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these Jets.
You know what?
They were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They've got it inside the 40
Nice.
at the 39 as they pick up.
Nice work, guys.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs
It's just purely awful, man. I
with the first
felt like I had it, and we did, and then we just can't cover on the back end. It's always something, and I don't get why it always has to be something.
pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
I fucking pressed over top coverage, man. I don't fucking get it. Like, we just don't do anything here, and it's so frustrating, man. I'm trying so hard. I'm doing everything I possibly can, and we just can't get it right. We don't cover worth a shit. I just used my last time out on a fucking bullshit injury. I mean, we just don't play good, and that's why we lose this game. We are shit, man, and it's not pretty. Like, this is bad. And I don't know what happened. I just don't. can't figure out how to get the deep ball. I've been trying for 5 years to be able to throw the ball downfield, and I can't consistently find deep passing lanes. Just can't do it. I don't understand. It feels like everybody we play figures out how to get the deep ball. But yet when I'm trying to cover it off, I get hit on it all the time. So I don't understand what I'm missing there. I have no clue. I have no clue why we couldn't run the ball and why every time it felt like I was trying to run the ball, our blocking scheme missed. Every time I felt like I had a really good play dialed up, our blocking scheme was wrong. And the worst part is, I can't fix it. No matter how I try to key the defenders, no matter how I try to key it up, the blocking scheme doesn't change. Therefore, they don't do it right. And they miss. Case in point, go back to, what, mid-second quarter? Mid-third quarter, whenever that was. Running back to the left. And they leave the right edge player, at least in terms of the view that you have, the right edge player on a run play that is supposed to go towards the right edge, or to the right side at least, you leave the edge unblocked. Why would you leave that unblocked? That's not football, buddy. EA, that's not football. Because let me tell you something. If a fucking right tackle missed that block and didn't touch him, he'd be sitting his ass on the bench for a long time. He would never fucking touch the field again. But guess what I do? If I put that right tackle on the bench, it gets worse. Even though that's the best player, one of the best players I got. It gets worse. EA, you sold a bill of goods on this game a year ago. And it hasn't gotten any better at all. I mean, it still sucks. It's still terrible. You can't run, you can't do anything if you... You sold a game where you can customize all these things. None of them work properly. You can't appropriately set so that way when your linebackers play underneath, your safeties can also kind of adjust and play down a little bit. I can't do that. Leaving that play open, that post route wide open that they hit when I played underneath coverage on 3rd and short. You can't, unless you play up close to the line of scrimmage, you can't throw off the blocking scheme or blocking pattern. Or you can't get past the blocking pattern. I didn't have a single sack in this game. My D-line is one of the best in the game. Or at least as one of the best D-lines that this conference sees. I couldn't get through to this. I couldn't do anything. They sacked my ass 3 times and got off of blocks instantly. I couldn't do any of that. I wish the game could be about football and not about the animations EA spent all this money to program and now they're just too chicken shit to go back and know that and admit they were wrong. That's what I wish, but I fucking just keep wishing one hand, shit in the other, and see which one fills up first. Just a joke, man. I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible football. I'm gonna continue playing it because it's all I've got for college football. It's all anybody's got for college football. And the boys right here. This is what makes it fun. At least it's fun because we get to hang out, we get to have our good times. But I'll be damned if it ain't frustrating, man. And I'm not gonna be the one to cheese the game. I don't really give a fuck what anybody says. I'm not the one to cheese the game. And case in point, I'm sure I could figure out ways to have absolutely destroyed Ohio State, but I didn't. I'm sure I could have found ways to destroy Boise State, but I didn't. I play coach suggestions defense because that's the most fun to me. At least in the computer games. And I call my own offense because just like this game, some days it works, some days it doesn't. I don't know what to do. I genuinely don't. And I don't know how to defeat the game when it feels like things just aren't meant to go my way. And I know that kind of sounds like, oh, you're just saying you lost because the game chose that you weren't going to. No, I lost the game. I don't give a... That part's over. The game's over. But it is frustrating that it feels like when the momentum's not in my favor, it's really hard to get it back, especially in a game of this magnitude. I never felt like I was going to win this game. Not even close, as a matter of fact. And it didn't go back to just starting this game and feeling it from the way the game went. Last game didn't give me any confidence either. We played like shit then, too. The deep ball we hit in this game was the best thing that happened in this game and the only thing that we did in this game. We didn't run the ball for shit. We fumbled. We turned the ball. We lost a turnover battle, which could have lost us the game. We got sacked for a huge loss early in the game that took us out of field goal range, took us out of a chance to have a 17-13 game. We just weren't good. Just not good at all. I don't know what to do. I really don't. I don't care really to know what to do. I'm going to continue to try to figure it out on my own. But it just stinks to feel like once I figure that out, that's the only thing I'm going to be able to do because the game only knows how to allow certain plays to work. And that's just frustrating. It only knows how to let certain routes work. It only knows how to block once in a while. And when it does block, you get the boom play, and if it doesn't block, you get a bust. And then if it goes kind of half and half and you somehow manage to work your way out of it from a user perspective, you might get 4 or 5. I don't want to run for 8 yards a carry every single game, but I certainly don't want the game to intentionally not block and get me beat either. And there's like this fine line where we should still be able to play real football and still be able to play this game and have a good time and feel like it's challenging without the challenge feeling like it's forced by the AI or the simulation engine forcing this game to kind of create something that just doesn't need to be there. Like, it doesn't need to create this false animosity. This could have been a 17-10 game, and things just happen naturally, a little more naturally. I don't feel like I got completely screwed, because things do happen. I think this was probably one of the more reasonable ones like this. But I think everybody knows what I'm talking about, where you just feel like you don't ever have a chance to win. I know RJ felt that way in the national championship. I know I felt that way. And I felt that way a lot, really, in playing this game. And some of those games I've won, some of those games I haven't, and some of the games I've won, I certainly felt like I shouldn't have won. So I don't know. I don't really know what the thing to say is or to do. It's just frustrating. I want, again, to enjoy a college football video game without feeling like it's forced wins and losses. I feel like I could go in and just randomly pick what I get a forced win or a forced loss on in the sim and get essentially the same. I mean, what's the difference? It's just, it would be nice to be able to play authentic games that don't feel forced one way or the other. This game, the better of multiple options, but like, I don't know. I feel like shitty programming mixed with unfortunate sim luck doesn't really help. Like, if I felt like there was a way to not make everything work, but I have players that can work with this scheme, and it feels like they just don't. You know, we've got a roster full of players who are really good. I'm going into the view roster specifically so I don't have to go through the depth chart. I mean, we've got running backs who are, we got 280 plus overall running backs. Those should be at least somewhat decent, especially when they have your physical traits that they must have to be worth a shit anymore. We don't have the greatest team and the greatest group of backs, but we've got a decent team. Hang on, I need to look something. Anyways, you look at this receiver room. This whole team has 80 plus change of direction, 90 plus speed, all the way down. Sorry, our third receiver doesn't, but all but our backups have 90 plus speed, and the majority have 90 plus acceleration. We can't do anything with it. We don't do anything with it. We have a ton of players who have a really solid agility rating, none lower than 82, and I feel like I can't make plays in space. I feel like the change of direction, nobody gets open on their routes anyways. You know, John Myers, this kid might actually be something decent to look into playing, but like that's just the thing. The awareness ratings, everybody's got something decent. Everybody's got decent catch, and yet we're dropping passes left and right, you know, and coverage. And this team's got some players who should certainly be able to make those plays. We got 399 spectacular catch ratings. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all these things just they don't make sense. None of this adds up. You know, I've got a team that should be able to get open and should be able to make things happen. I got a quarterback who should certainly, with 89 and 87 throw power and accuracy, be able to make plays. And maybe this rating right here is what's killing me. It very well might be. I don't know. Feel like I've got a really solid team, and it just doesn't seem. It feels like there's just little things that are missing that I don't know how. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Again, I don't know the exploits. I don't know the things to do that, and I don't want to use them. I don't want anything to do with that shit. I just want to play the fucking game, and feel like a good team should be a good team, and it doesn't have to rely on player traits, whether it's abilities or mental, and that be the only way we win games. I mean, fuck, dude. A running back last season carried my team the whole way through. Everybody knew I was running the ball. They couldn't stop me because he had a Heisman downhill trait that took over games. Do you think that was overly fun for me to play that entire last season, running the ball like that? I mean, it made for exciting, I guess, content. It made for some exciting clips. Not that I post them. I don't care to grow the gaming side of this. But yet I can't, that's not fun. That's not how I want to play the game. I want to be able to air it out, dude. I am a quarterback, for fuck's sake. I played quarterback my entire childhood. I don't understand. I want to be able to throw the ball. I want to throw the ball all over the fucking yard. I want 500 passing yards a game. But I want to do it without having to use the tight sets that most people that seem to be able to throw the ball use. And I want to do it without using the drag routes, man. You've noticed I've gone away from plays that have drag routes all over the place for the most part, or I've gone away from the drag routes unless we're in a tight game where I kind of need to move down the field, because I don't want to just use that shit. I want to do other stuff, but I can't do other stuff because the game doesn't let me. The game doesn't allow for other routes to get open unless you just so happen to be fortunate and have, a post route against man coverage when, you can draw the safety. If you could scheme something up, sure. But guess when I draw those up? In bunch sets. Bunch sets are the only things that get open, like, consistently throughout the course of the route tree. Anything else is just kind of shit. And that's what's unfortunate. You can't get the pass game going. You can only run the ball sometimes if a game wants you to run the ball. You can throw the ball once in a while, depending upon if you're playing somebody who can't defend the pass well or has a poor defense, or if the game lets you. It's frustrating, man. I have fun with this. I want to keep playing this game, but I haven't touched an offline Dynasty in months because it's just not fun. I do the same shit in the offline Dynasties. I come in, I play, run my offense, and I realize, oh, this is boring because I do the same shit every game because that's all that ever works. That's all I could ever do to build my deeks up. It's all I can do. It's not fun, man. It's not fun. It's not fun to play the same fucking shit every day. Deal with the same exact things, the same animations, the same play calling styles, the same exact, scripted play gameplay. It's not fun for anybody, or it shouldn't be. And we sit here and we just deal with it because it's literally all we've got. It's all we've got at the end of the day. So you either deal with it, which is what I'm going to continue to do. I'm going to bitch because, well, honestly, it feels better than sitting here and getting mad at everything. But, I'm going to bitch about it because I feel like this game wrongs a lot of people. and it's extremely frustrating to play something like that where you feel like you just get consistently robbed of making something happen, of being, having a legitimately fun experience. It feels like your fun experiences are only based off of like the forced comebacks or the nail biter games that this game seems to want you to play every single time you come out here. I wish we could go back to like the days where like NCAA 06 and everybody's gonna know what I'm talking about. Like the way that things worked in that game, the way that things didn't feel forced in the PS2 era games. We won't get it. I mean, the funny thing is like NCAA 10 on the PS3 versus NCAA 10 on the PS2 are two different games. I know because I played both of them. And I have more fun playing NCAA 10 on the PS2 than I would be than I really even do playing this. And I don't know, it just is what it is. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to go back to having fun playing these games anymore because it's just so frustrating. I'm not frustrated by losing. Like I hate losing, yes, but it's not the same. What's happening right now is not the same frustration that you would have seen a couple months ago, and I'm fairly certain that's obvious. Um, the frustration you see now is just like fatigue with what's happening in this game every single time. I feel like every time I turn around, I just don't have fun playing this, and it's not that I don't want to, because I do. I'm gonna play 27. I'm gonna continue to play these games, but I certainly feel like I need to find a way to have fun with this again. I don't know what that is. I really don't. I just don't know. So I don't know. I might have talked myself into bringing the PS2 out and hooking it up and doing a PS2 Dynasty. I have the HD adapter for PS2. I could also do an emulator. A lot to think about. That's for sure. A lot to think about. So, oh well. It is what it is. I'm gonna get out of here. I got a long day tomorrow. So I need to go to bed. But appreciate y'all tuning in. Big East Dynasty. We ain't going nowhere. I don't really care. Shit happens. Lose games all the time. So can't win them all. We've had 3 straight natties. It's time for somebody else to win them. No, but seriously, it's been fun. I mean, I've enjoyed winning. Certainly, it's something I have not had a chance to do much prior to this game, and yeah, we'll just carry it on and have a good time. That's all we can do. So what's our next time out? What's our next game? Oh, poor Cam. Oh, poor Cam. Well, should be a good game anyways. On the road against Rutgers, Cam has seemingly looked a little better. We'll see what we can do, of course, and attempting to bounce back. We'll get Virginia Tech after that. USF will play for the first time at home. We played him on the road the only other time we played. Sorry, we played twice. Me losing both. But this is still my first home game against him. Miami at home. Close out with West Virginia. Now, we've lost to West Virginia once last year. I feel like our games. Now, here's the thing. He doesn't love his team either. So I don't know how that's going to go. That's probably going to be whatever. I'm all but certain that's probably not going to change much. I don't know. I feel like every game's winnable. I just don't know. I feel so kind of lost about this team right now. if I'm being honest, and I don't know where to really try to carry it. So it is what it is. We'll do what we can. We'll keep plugging away, trying to figure some things out, and maybe we revert back to the old offense and just see if that does anything for us. I mean, I can't imagine it gets worse, but I just don't know how much better it'll be either. So there's a lot of things to try to figure out. That's all I can say about that. So appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hope you guys have a good day whenever you tune in, and yeah, we'll see where we go from here. So we'll catch